Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel Soul Rising. I am well, today is still the 6th of December at 6:15 p.m. and I don't know what I did with my paper, but here we go. Next on my list to do a reading on, it will be let's do ROMECA and Holly and Carlos. Oh yes, let's go ahead and get to that, because that was on my list to do a reading ever since the time happened and just didn't get to it. So why not do it now? Let's get to it, especially when Holly has just got arrested and charged for ROMECA Meeks red rum. So let's gather some insights. Need to interview more suspects. The weapon used will provide valuable clues. Money may be involved. That's interesting. Look, someone coerced the person into taking out the victim. The person has a history of committing crimes. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, these are my cards, and I'm not sure if they will come out right, so just bear with me on this. And then, of course, my battery is going down, 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 like Justin Bieber, child. No shade to Justin Bieber, because I need to get these laminated, because these are some good old cards. Unmarked grave, case reopened, plea deal, spiritual forensics is at the top, and the bystander is at the bottom. Okay, all right. Look, these are my cards. Okay, these are my cards. All right. So like I said, I just gotta eliminate them. All right. So first one that came out was on Mark Grave. It says, they deserve more. Let their name pass through your mouth. Forgotten, disrespected, passing, hidden grief. This is what it's talking about at top. Behind it, it says, a final resting place that remains unacknowledged represent both literal passing and emotional loss. It calls for recognizing, mourning, and honor what has been silenced and neglected. This is regarding to the heart and the crown chakra based on the colors that are provided in this card. Also, what came out is case reopened and plea deal. Compromise, survival choice, settling for less. It also says you took the deal so you could live. Now live like you deserve more. It says doing what you had to do to make it out alive. It doesn't mean you agree with it. It means you negotiate with your pain. You've been silencing a deeper truth. Just keep the peace, just to keep the peace. But that deal, it expired, and your soul no longer accepting crumbs. Okay, that's regarding to the sacral and the heart. And then you have case reopened, re-examination, or resurrection of truth, karmic cycle renewed. You're not going back. You're going in within power this time as an ancestor message. What you thought was over, energy reactivates, trigger, a name, smell, a place that reopens the file. It doesn't mean you're regressing. It means you're ready to understand something deeper. You're not stuck. You're what is it? Oh, circling back with new eyes. So of course, case has been reopened. Spiritual forensics is talking about psychic detective, energetic clues, multi-dimensional truth. We're showing you that they thought they buried keep reading the signs. It also says high skill soul work. You're picking up timelines, intention, vibrational evidence. You may be piercing together or piecing together something no one told you, but your spirit just knows. Trust the info comes through symbols, dreams, or gut reactions. You're doing forensic work for the soul. This is regarding to the third eye and the crown chakra. And the bystander. Witnessing harm, silence as complicity and passive trauma. You were never meant to be a statue. Move, speak, and shake the ground. Those who saw or heard felt the violence but stayed quiet. Sometimes it's out of fear, numbness, or denial. But now the silence is echoing. So examine it. Where have you watched the pain unfold? And what do you choose now? This is with the eye, a third eye, and throat. So of course, bystander. Bystanders are may be, what is it? Subpoena to testify in the trial. Okay. All right. So regarding to ROMECA Meeks, let's see what's going on. Miracles in motion, Mother of God, Mother of God, and the trickster and ego in excess is at the bottom. All right, so Mother of God. So there are miracles in motion, and that's what I'm talking about. Miracles and motions that are happening right now. It is talking about you are the architect of your own existence. When you tap into the wisdom of the Great Mother that you have within, heaven and earth are connected through you, but still you doubt yourself, believe in you now. Birth and miracles is easy for you. Trust your inner voice. You are being divinely guided and are much wiser than you think. Be easy and deliberate as you move forward, but do move forward. The medicine is talking about Aya Nila. Nila is Mother Goddess energy. Balance your yin energy to bring healing to you, to bring the healing you require. My child, receive your wisdom, receive your guidance, receive your truth and well-being. And this is regarding to the Juno aspect. The Juno. Okay. And then we have trickster at the bottom of the deck. Now the trickster is talking about are you or someone around you making unhealthy choices? You feel trapped. Your shadow appears to be in charge. Your voices and fears are in danger of running your life. You're the cause of the mess you're in. That may sound like bad news, but the great news is that you have the key to fix it. The devil is in the details. You are being seduced by unhealthy attachments, your temptations, materialism, addiction. You feel trapped. You feel trapped. Life has convinced you that you are powerless. The trickster is terrifying, but because we get lost within our own indulgence, you've been stuffing down and hiding your shadow self, and your inner dark goddess is not happy about it. Under all that rage is grief that is calling out to be seen, felt, and healed. This ancestor can represent depression. If you want something different, you may need to do something different. Look beyond your vices. You need, if you need help, get it. And this represents the ego. Okay. So, all right. So here we go. Here we go. Additional messages. Where you at? Additional messages regarding to, okay. All right. Therapy. Loudly. So therapy and counsel is recommended for the family members if they have not gone through it already. What are some additional messages for ROMECA and Holly and Carlo situation? Dang. All right. So we got, I want you for superficial reasons, image, money, benefits, blackmail, or to leverage to keep you quiet, which that signifies safety and security, being that state. Your friends cannot be trusted. I was blind. I'm sorry. Interesting. Whew, man. All right. What was the relationship between ROMECA and Carlos? What was the relationship between ROMECA and Carlos? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. He was tied up. Dang, do I need to clear off of this? Hold up. Let me clear off of this. For ROMECA and Carlos, tied up and argument came at the same time. He was tied up, which led to some arguments. Should I shuffle some more? Should I? Social media and businessman. Okay. Being a businessman on social media. Okay, what about him and Holly? What about Carlos and Holly? What about Carlos and Holly? Oh, hold up. I got a couple cards. Not looking for love. A use. May have experienced some form of a use. They are interested and watching. Or she be watching, because that's a woman. That's a woman. She was watching. Interesting. Okay, let me charge up my camera and I'll be back. All right, here we go, back in action. So we got our cards for between Carlos and Holly. So now let's get some additional messages regarding to the situation at hand. What other insights can we gather from this situation between ROMECA, Holly Johnson, and oh, y'all, I got this facing the wrong way. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. We got hidden agenda that came out. Did any other cards come out? Oh. Nope. Okay. Alright, hidden agenda was one of the cards that came out with secret intentions, manipulation, disguised as kindness, hidden motivation, or too helpful to trust. Oh, okay. What else? Love bomb. There was some love bombing that could possibly had a hidden control, and Photoshop. Fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards, filter beyond recognition. Okay. What else? Anything else? Fight for it. It's time to fight for it. Ex or past love. What is that? Yes, and unfinished business. Yes, there's unfinished business. Dark eyes, as far as like complexion wise. Affair or third party. So, girl, these cards are speaking. Okay. Speaking. Okay. Next. Hold on. Oh, I already did some other additional messages. Excuse me. Hidden blockages with ROMECA. What was ROMECA's hidden blockages? Conflicting desires, environment, and doing it the hard way. So have several completely contradictory desires that cancel each other. So there was needed for her to identify the conflict. Environment. Chaos around you also creates chaos in your head. So there was her needing to organize her space. Doing it the hard way. Doing things the hard way instead of trying to find an easy way. Time to work smarter. Okay. With the sacral chakra being blocked for her. And it seems like she was rushing success. Okay, for Holly, what were her hidden blockages? What was Holly's hidden blockage? Russian success. Along with imaginary blocks. Needing to decide what was real. And giving up too easily. What about Carlos? What was Carlos' hidden blockages? Planetary positions. Do a good deed. Don't value time. Not using your time wisely. But spending time on things that don't count. And this is a necessary lesson for him. In order to grow and evolve, you must unveil important lessons. Look like he had a pessimistic attitude too, because that's the card that was behind the necessary lesson. And it's possible that he may be afraid of failing. Okay. Whew. My goodness. Alright. Let's do some shadow cards. Shadow for ROMECA. What was hidden in the shadows for ROMECA? Projecting shadow, projecting traits or emotion onto others, mirroring, self-defense, self-justification, more like self-defense for me. We got blamer at the bottom. Blame others for their mistakes, unaccountable, me against the world. Okay. Alright. Along with treacherous shadow, you know. Okay, interesting. Alright, Holly. What is hidden in the shadows for Holly? Addictive shadow. Likely to become unhealthy, dependent upon a substance, practice, person, or habit. And lazy shadow. Avoids hard work or going the extra mile, slacker, full of excuses, unproductive. And we got reckless at the top appearing for her. What about Carlos? Carlos, we have vulgar shadow. Behave offensively, rude, or inappropriate, harsh, no filter, cutting blunt. Along with defensive shadow, an overprotective mentality, cautious, easily triggered, and quick to protect. I'll say more easily triggered on that end. Okay. Now that we got that, let's go ahead and get to the analysis of it all. I'm about to say, where the cards at? But they in my face. Okay. I can't remember if I shuffle these cards or not, but I'm going to shuffle it one more time. Maybe two more times. Alright. Now, what's going on at the root? Queen of Swords, followed by Seven of Swords. Oh God. Sacral. We have Emperor card with the Four of Cups. Solar plexus, we got Five of Swords and Five of Cups and Heart. heart, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Four of Wands in upright. Okay. All right, let's get down to it. Down to the ground. All right. So, based on the spread that I see, it's half and half. Half and half with the physical and the essence. Well, honestly, there is, well, I'll say it's half and half, but at the same time, the heart is literally, the heart chakra is between the physical and the spiritual. Okay. As far as like across the boards, I see more spiritual cards than physical. So, we're going to lean more towards, this is on the spiritual aspect, since ROMECA has passed away, has transitioned from this matter. Okay. So appearing at the root chakra region, we have the Queen of Swords present here. Queen of Swords is talking about a person that it has suffered loss or hardship. Is an intellectual, intelligent and analytical woman, a woman that stands by her word, and a woman that, you know, what she says is what she means. She's very quick-witted, makes the right decisions, all that. Keen and insightful. With the Aquarius showing up here, not Aquarius. Aquarius is right here. Oh gosh. With Aquarius showing up here, this is a and it's showing up at the root chakra region, and on this card, this is the third eye chakra. So there is a sense of an awakening, sudden upheaval that has taken place, that has shook the family to its core. Okay. And of course, Aquarius is about revolution, evolutionary individuals. They are also pioneering, very inventive, rebellious to some degree in that matter. But they're very, they are the more analytical, on the more analytical side on when it comes to the air sign. So a little bit more strategic in their thoughts. Okay. In their thought process. Along with the Seven of Swords showing up at the bottom of the deck for the root chakra region, there was a sense of playing mind tricks, lies, being dishonest, at the same time, dangerous and risky behavior. That's definitely for sure on that one. So let's go ahead and see what else comes out for that. We got technology, electronics, internet, computers, as well as feminine abundance, queen, fertility. Okay, so this is like, this is giving a sense of ROMECA here, as far as like, you know. What's at the bottom of the deck? Union. Okay. Okay, so again, union, there was deceit and trickery, playing mind games regarding to this union with two individuals, okay, which causes another person to see this. The other person sees this through social media. Regarding to a union, I'm relating this to Holly and Carlos. And then of course ROMECA seeing on social media of what's going on regarding to the situation when it comes to the union. Okay, a lot of lies and deceit regarding to this union that has led to what? Blackmail or leverage to keep quiet. Okay, So it seems like there was some blackmail or something to one up on, um, like a quote unquote restraining order, as was stated before, to uh, how should I say it, to keep, how would I go about this, a restraining order to basically one up, there you go, have a leverage to someone, there you go. I was gonna say another word, but I'll just leave it at that. Which follows through with the Emperor card in the sacral chakra region. I'm tailoring this towards Carlos, since he is the father of children that is involved in this matter. The Emperor, present in the sacral region, that deals with emotions and feelings. So it seems like he's standing by his emotions, being steadfast with this on how he feels about things, which has honestly kept him in stagnation mode. Okay, he may have vocalized that, he's on how much he cares about, certain things, trying to save face and stuff like that, but at the same time it's just like, yeah. So you see in this image, you see like a divine hand offering this individual something, this individual an opportunity, while he is sitting by the tree. Because when you sit under a tree, you're you're meditating, you're seeking guidance, from within, right? But the person is ignoring the cup of opportunity, or the possible opportunity that is presenting itself to him. So, yeah, girl. Right now, he's in stagnation mode right now. There may have been times where people have reached out to him for a statement or whatever, and he's just like, nah, I'm good. On most occasions since it happened. Let's see what else comes out. Clarify these two cards here. And also regarding to this Emperor card here in the sacral region, it also gives the impression of, even though he's standing by what he say or whatever, even though he is standing by what he says, he's also trying to take control of the situation. Trying to be on a good foot. Let's see. Knowledge, peace and harmony. Let's see. It seems he's presenting himself as this peace and harmonious individual, lover guy. But at the same time, it's just like, are you really though? Okay. All right. Now, which leads to the solar plexus region, the power center, the ego, is in the state of defeat. He may be in like conflict with 5 people. He may be in conflict with 5 people. This is like mental defeat. And this is Venus. This is Venus dealing with love and pleasure. With Aquarius energy, Aquarius is that radical love, that revolutionary love, the rebellious love per se. So there is a sense of, again, defeat. And I want y'all to look at this card because just read the bottom, okay? It has that M word at the bottom. So yes, a red rum did happen, and it has messed with his ego. Okay. And it has brought a sense of sadness and loss. Okay. Let's see what else. I'm just gonna say the least. His ego is SOOT right now. No, it's SHOT right now. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Oh, and also let me. This right here. This, yeah. Yeah. All right. Parents. Going at it with the parents. Is his parents still living? Angel, spirit guide. Game over. Completion. Look, he probably vocalized this because both of these cards here, they're both throat chakra cards. So he's expressed he's put some thought on how he's going to express his how he feels about the situation, and more likely he said this to him to a certain degree. It may not be exactly like this in his, but I'm pretty sure he apologizes in his own little way to not only her parents, and as well as her. I wouldn't be surprised if she be haunting him or coming to him through his dreams, but it's game over for you, bruh. It's game over for you. Your time is approaching. All right. Which leads us to the Knight of Cups here. That's in the reverse. Even though the heart chakra region is in alignment with this card, it still came out in the reverse. So there is a bit of concern here, and that is because there is unrequited love, illusions, escapism, lies. Someone with a fragile sense of identity and poor personal boundaries is being presented here. And it has affected the community. It has affected the union. It has affected the family, because of the situation that has taken by storm. Your friends cannot be trusted. Okay? Boundaries have been crossed because certain friends were to not be trusted. So what else? What else? Oh. Clarify these cards, please. What else? Somebody is a woman, to be exact, was expecting a payout from this, or leveling up from this situation. That was, I'm pretty sure, it seems like something was promised, like when she's gone, whether it's which is with when she is out of our lives, whether it is physically or not, then of course that gives me the opportunity to level up. Okay, level up and make this money and all that other stuff. Contentment, gratitude. Yeah, this person girl, this person was betting on leveling up from this, because there is a sense of contentment here. from bad attachments, bad habit, karmic energies. Oh yeah, she's bonded at this point. The fact that this happened, she's officially bonded from this. She basically has her own soul contract with this dude. I'm gonna say Holly. Holly, it feels like Holly was betting on leveling up from this, having some self of leveling up game. But due to circumstances that happen, it seems like she is, to some degree, that from my opinion. Okay, tarot readings are not real. They are for entertainment purposes only. It feels like she has her own soul contract to break from this bond between her and Carlos now that this thing has happened. And even though this is unfortunate that happened to ROMECA, it also seems like ROMECA has a sense of contentment of not being bonded to that dude anymore, because basically somebody else has taken on the reins of it now, whether it's voluntarily or involuntarily. That's what I'm getting. I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying that this is how I am processing it. This is what I'm feeling right now. This is how I'm processing it. But let's get some additional messages for this. Whoo, man, this is a lot. Oh, okay. So, question I want to ask is, what's the time frame of this? Yeah. Okay. Question I want to ask for this is, shoot. Oh, I want to ask from this deck here. Will Carlos ever get arrested? Will Carlos get arrested and charged? Will Carlos get arrested and charged? Yes. Yes, he will. Because it affected the family. He should have took his business. He should have took care of business more with his family. Yes. What is that? Mars and Pisces. Pisces season is when? And February, between February and March, late February, early March. Yeah. Possibly doing Pisces. Look, both of these cards got Pisces in it. This is Neptune. But Neptune brings about ideals, and he may get worried about it. Hold on, someone who understands. Man, in touch with emotion, a good friend. Yeah. He knows his time is up. Look, he knows his time is coming. He's gonna have a feeling, but I'll give it to Pisces season, because I'm seeing both of these cards in Pisces symbol. And then the Sun card is at the bottom of the deck, which is a definite yes. Of course, yes, it will be brought up in the news. Another yes. Let's see. Four of Pentacles is about holding on to people, possessions, Deep-seated past issues, financials, saving for big purchases. He may have his money put somewhere else though. Or he may budget, he may budget. Oh, well, let's ask this question: Will there be a bail? Will he get a bail for his arrest? Because it seems like he's getting prepared to have money set aside for his bail. No, he will not have a bond. So even if he did, get his money together in case he has a bail, he's not gonna get no bail. He ain't gonna get no bail. Magician card. No, he ain't gonna get no bail. Magician is at the top. Yes, he is self-employed. I'm assuming he is self-employed. Oh, wrong card. Sorry. And he is a smooth talker. Teamwork, effort. Yeah. I don't think he gonna get no bond. He may be working with people to, make sure he have his bond money available, but I don't think he's gonna get granted for bond. Once he gets arrested. Okay. Let's see. I think that's probably the best two questions I could ask. Let's just, ask this question, okay? Which will be, when will the sentencing happen? Because I'm pretty sure there's a trial date already set. It's in the past. Not in this lifetime. February 16th. What's that about? I believe the trial is set for February. Oh damn. Okay. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna ask right now. Okay. So far as closing messages for this situation, closing messages for this situation between ROMECA and Holly and Carlos would be: Virgin, maintain a symbolic purity of heart and spirit. We got fear of intimate union at the bottom, along with Destroyer at the bottom of the deck. Releasing what is potentially destructive, could prepare you for new life. Shadow attribute is talking about intoxication with destructive power, destroys others' dreams or potential. So that's throat and third eye being highlighted there. Once again, the throat and the third eye. So Virgin is talking about celibate. See if you have consistently preserved your vital energies for artistic and spiritual pursuits. Associated with purity applied primarily to young women, needs to be explored symbolically as a pattern that represents not only purity but also the beginning of the point creation, as in bringing forth virgin ideas. Then you have the Destroyer at the bottom of the deck. Destroyer is talking about a mad scientist, a serial K word, which talks about impulse to destroy and rebuild archetypal can be beneficial when releasing that which is limiting us as therapists or spiritual masters who destroys our illusion. And to also look for a pattern within your psyche that destroys relationships or promotes attitudes and opinions that destroys others' dreams or potential. Which is why this card showed up at the very beginning. Okay? Therapy and counseling is needed. And possibly medication will probably need it as well, specifically on the depression. On the if someone is experiencing depression, may have to be prescribed medicine to cope with that and make sure there's no chemical imbalances along the way. But to say the least, that completes the reading of ROMECA MEEKS-BLACKMON, Holly Johnson, and Carlos. Sending love, strength, and healing to the family of ROMECA MEEKS. Far as Carlos and Holly, I have no words, because all this could have really been prevented in the first place if Carlos would have handled his business as a man and decide whether which one he was going to stay with and go along with, stop playing mind tricks, especially when one of them especially when one of them is minding their business more than the other is. Yes, you should have had your stuff in order, as well as just go ahead and end things the way it is. Stop trying to hold on. Stop trying to linger because of the children. Because if you ain't got that straight before you get into another relationship, it's just going to keep repeating and wreaking havoc until the unthinkable happens. But to say the least, consequences have actions. Your decisions just control your destiny. And again, this all could have been prevented. So with that being said, comment down below your thoughts on this reading. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification so you'll know the next time I upload a video. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, and heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.